Hey, what's going on, guys? So, F80's back, but as you see, I got the hood popped. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at see what's going on. I'm getting codes for air mass, all kinds of shit dealing with charge pipes and the MAF. So, the only thing that's not aftermarket and bulletproof on my F80 is the J pipe. So I got the Evolution Raceworks. I've never bought any parts from these guys, but I heard their stuff's pretty good. J pipe. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this in. It's metal. Feels nice. Feels really nice. So go ahead and drop this in. I'm gonna check my hoses and make sure none of the plastic hoses are cracked and need to be replaced. But the next track day is not until September 13th, and that's a Bimmer Challenge event. And I wanted to have the M3 ready for this past weekend at ACS for that Bimmer Challenge event, but unfortunately there was things that came up and wasn't ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this in tonight, and that'll be a starting point. There's a couple other issues with the car still after I got the car back. The front right feels like it's got a vibration under braking, so I'm gonna go ahead and rebuild the caliper. You guys will see that process along with another brake fluid flush, and then we're gonna go ahead and swap out the pads for front and rear for PFC 08s. They're an endurance pad, so I'm gonna try an endurance pad out. I ran an endurance pad on my E36 back in the day when I was tracking that. Absolutely loved them. So these are more of a sprint trackpad, which is like for shorter sessions, I guess. But also they're extremely grabby. Like legit, if you just like tap your big toe on the brake pedal, the car is going to come to almost a complete halt. Which in theory, when you think about it, oh, that's great. Like the car will actually stop. But to be honest with you, that leaves no room for modulating through a turn, or even just like when you have to brake hard. Sometimes you can over brake and you slow down the car too much and you end up losing time because you're already going too slow. So to have that feel where I have to actually slam on the fucking brakes to get the car to stop, that's what I'm going for, which endurance pads seem to have the that specific, I guess, characteristics about them. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in real quick. This isn't gonna be a DIY. It shouldn't be, at least. But I just want to get you guys tracking on what's going on with the F80 now that it's back. It was at WR Technica getting all the arms dialed in correctly. They weren't dialed in at all. I had some tires that were like the offsets. Some offsets were in further than the other side, so it was kind of weird. But now that everything's dialed in, both sides are equally the same. I'm able to run a 305 in the front, like the GT4 car now. The rear, I'm running a 325. So all is good. And yeah, we're going to make this thing a beast and get it ready for Bimmer Challenge coming up here in, 2 weeks, I think? Yeah, 2 weeks. So, all right, yeah, let's get started. First things first, remove the carbon fiber brace, of course. Take the screw off of the expansion tank right here. And then we got to go ahead and unscrew some clamps over here on the J pipe that sits underneath the top mounted heat exchanger. All right, guys, so I got the charge pipe. The J pipe finally dropped in. It was a pain in the ass with these fucking big ass, long ass fingers I got. But other than that, pretty straightforward. If you have small hands, this is a breeze. And then these C-clips are really fucking nice. They're just like the charge pipe ones over here that BRSF provided. Once again, this is an Evolution Works, Evolution Racer Works, whatever the fuck it's called. So yeah, I'm gonna put it back together, go take it for a ride, make sure everything holds boost. I'll turn up the boost. I'll run it on a stage 2 tune, just to make sure that it can hold that extra boost. and then we'll dial it back down to a stage 1 that's a little more reliable for track use, and we'll rock with it. So yeah, I'll check back in a sec when I got all this back together. So I just wanted to update you guys. These they're actually called T-clamps. The T-clamps actually make contact with the reservoir, so I will need to actually loosen them up and then rotate it over and then clamp it down somewhere over here where they're sticking this way, because right here they're pushed up against the reservoir and I cannot line up the reservoir to connect to the carbon fiber brace. But luckily this is connected in 2 spots, the second one being right here, and this is secured pretty tightly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and test drive it for now. I'll come back and make the adjustments for it later. You guys don't need to see that, just as long as you know. Also know that you need to use the O-ring that is in the old J-pipe. Just like the charge pipes, you gotta reuse those O-rings. There's an O-ring inside the J-pipe that you gotta reuse as well. Goes in only 1 slot. So all the directions are included when you buy one of these. So, I mean, it's pretty easy as long as you've done some sort of wrench work on the car and can follow some damn pictures. You're pretty much straight and good to go. So, all right, I'll check back in a sec after I get done driving the car and let you guys know how it went. All right, so hopefully you guys can see me, but there we go, that's better. The F80 runs fucking, it's scary how fast this thing is when you tune it, and yeah, I'm just not used to the full power in a while. So definitely something was wrong with that charge pipe. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was definitely causing a leak. I looked for cracks. From what I could see, I couldn't see anything really. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go back, look at it again, double check to make sure I didn't miss any cracks, but other than that, it seems like the car's running just fine. I'll reset the codes and then I'll report back in a later episode, let you guys know if the charge pipe actually worked, or the J pipe. Other than that, hope you all guys enjoyed this video of me getting the car ready for Bimmer Challenge. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, please like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll get back to it as soon as possible. Other than that, take it easy.